Our news this noon, the state Supreme Court upheld 3 major laws in Wisconsin today, including Act 10, the law that prohibits most collective bargaining between the government and public employees. Political reporter Jessica Arp is live at the state capitol with more on the decisions. Jess?
Well, Republicans are calling this decision upholding Act 10, as well as another one upholding the state's voter ID law, major victories in Wisconsin for their agenda. The decision on Act 10 comes 3 years after the passage of the law, which prohibits most collective bargaining by public employees in the state. The debate over Act 10 brought thousands of protesters to the Capitol, and in arguments earlier this year, attorneys for the Madison Teachers Union argued the law violated the Equal Protection Clause in the Constitution. Today, in a 5-2 decision, the court upheld Act 10 in its entirety. Justice Michael Gableman said that collective bargaining was a, quote, creation of legislative grace and not a constitutional obligation.
I think the underlining still is intact, which is what was granted by the Wisconsin legislature when it comes to public employee benefits could also be withdrawn by the state legislature. And that's basically what the court is reaffirming again today.
Well, let's be clear. There's two issues here. One is whether or not something's constitutional, and the other issue is whether or not it's advisable and beneficial for the citizens of our state. I think it's still very clear that it is not advisable and beneficial for the citizens of this state.
Decisions, but did say that in order for the law requiring an ID to vote to be constitutional, that the state DMV could not require voters to produce a document that would cost money to get. A federal court has blocked the law, though, in a separate case, although that decision is under appeal. In a statement, the governor called the decision on Act 10 a victory and said he hoped that the federal court of appeals would come to a similar decision in the voter ID case. His competitor in the race for governor, Mary Burke, said she continued to oppose voter ID restrictions and continues to support collective bargaining.
All right, Jessica Arp joining us live from the state capitol. Jess, thank you.